Shaun, back in the quarter-finals for the first time in a while, and that was a comprehensive victory.
Yeah, thrilled. Right, I'm very, very pleased. After definitely after the season I've had. I've had a terrible season. Not for the want of trying either. I've really been trying hard, preparing as well as I could for events, and just getting nothing. So it's quite rewarding to know that even though I was struggling for results, that the things I was working on and the preparation I was putting in has paid off. And who knows? In a week's time we could be having another conversation.
Your long game in particular in that match was absolutely top class. It reminded me of Trump on his run to the final in 2011.
Yeah, well, my long game's always been a strength. It's always been, that sort of the big driver in the locker, if you like. And, it's never been the part of my game that's let me down. It's usually been sometimes the A of the ABCs or a bit of defensive play that's been my Achilles heel. Not so this week. And I feel like I'm a handful for anyone.
Is it the occasion that's made it click? Because it's a long time since you made a semi-European Masters at the start of the season. It has been a tough campaign since, but is it just a stage on which you love thriving?
Yeah, as a 9-year-old boy, I came here and lived the dream of a massive snooker fan, and this was what got me hooked on the game. It literally, as the cliche goes, as a child, came to this very building, and so my love affair with snooker started. So to come here last year and play to nobody was very, very difficult, very, very challenging. And although obviously the Crucible isn't full yet, playing in front of somebody is far better than playing in front of nobody.
Yeah, and I definitely get that sense. When you come to the top of the stairs after your name's been called, I like the little bow to both sides of the arena. You in particular seem as though you really, really savour those moments, especially after the 8 months when we've been well looked after, but playing in front of nobody in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, well, I think that comes from a few different sources. I think just as a bloke, I've really struggled in the last 12 months mentally. There have been some extremely dark days, trapped in isolation in a hotel in Milton Keynes. There have been some very tough times, some quite difficult phone calls home. I've been terrible company when I have been at home. I've been moody, grumpy, irritable, more than usual. And it's shown. And I've kind of come here with a renewed, I suppose, gratitude for the position that I'm in as a sportsman, and that for each and every one of the ticket purchases this week that have made the effort to come. It's not simple, it's not straightforward to be here this week, as I well know, and so I'm grateful that they've all turned up, and it really has added something to my game.
Well, if they were excited about your performance then, the match against Judd is going to be absolutely epic. I just checked, you knocked him out on his debut back in 2007, and then you had an epic quarter-final that went to a decider. Very even in terms of your head-to-head, but you're going to have to be on your A game to beat him and make the single table setup again.
Absolutely. I mean, he looks like somebody who's, building through the event. That's what the greats always, did, certainly in the 90s and early 2000s, just peak towards the latter end of the tournament. And for me, I hope that, I'm able to sustain the barrage of attack that's likely to come.
You love the big stage, you love the big opponents. Will you relish this challenge and this occasion?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it, to be honest. It's great. If you're going to win tournaments like this, they've all got to get knocked out at some stage, and it may as well be in the next 2 days.
Betfred, proud sponsor of the World Snooker Championship.